first thing that all people do after installing Drupal? Probably installing a contributed module, right? And I think we take for granted how hard that can be. I think in our minds, it looks something like this. But in reality, if you actually observe what people have to do, they have to do all of these different steps. It's quite complex, actually, to find your module, to figure out if it's going to work on your site, to then install it. And so that initial experience of finding a contributed module and getting it installed might not be love at first sight, pun intended here. Because the first problem that people run into is finding the module on Drupal.org, which can be hard to navigate, can be hard to decide which module should I use. The second problem that many people run into is Composer. As powerful and awesome that Composer is, it doesn't make installing a module easy for site builders. And so I believe we can make this easier. And so what I would like to propose, and by the way, this is not a new idea, what I would like to propose is that we work on a project browser. And a project browser would be functionality that ships with Drupal core. It's part of the Drupal admin UI, and it allows you to browse all of the modules available for Drupal, thousands of modules, make it easy to find them, and then makes it really easy to install them as well. With one click or 2 clicks, you can install a module. And the reason I really like this is because, again, it's something that people get exposed to early in their journey. It's one of the first things you want to do. But it could really provide this instant and seamless discovery of modules and experimentation. And I think people would feel really empowered if they can very easily and quickly kind of install some modules, right? But it also makes so much sense, it almost hurts. Meaning, like, imagine you're an iPhone user, or it doesn't matter, a smartphone user, but let's go with the iPhone. If you want to install an app on your iPhone, you don't go to your desktop, open a browser, navigate to apple.com, find your app, download your app, and then figure out a way to transfer the app from your desktop to your iPhone. I mean, that's not how you do things. What you do is you open up the App Store, which is kind of the equivalent of the project browser, and you find your, app, and, Apple makes great recommendations, etc., etc. And that's how you install an app on your iPhone. And it should be that easy to install a module on Drupal. And in fact, it's, table stakes. If you look at our competitors or some of our competitors in the content management space, they all have it. WordPress has one, Wix and Squarespace, and you can see the install buttons and the add buttons in some of these screenshots. And in fact, even some of our own modules, like the web form module, they've kind of built their own app store just for the web forms ecosystem of add-ons, which goes to show that a lot of people really see benefit in this, and even module owners are going through the effort to build project browsers for their extensions. So I also think now is the time. I think we have a lot of the infrastructure in place thanks to things like the update status module, but also automated updates. We have package signing, we have package endpoints, we have project feeds, we have Composer. I won't go into all of the details what these things are, but the point is we've actually put together over the last few years a lot of the infrastructure that you need to build a project browser. And so I feel like we might be able to build it, relatively quickly or easily. There's actually already a project browser module that might or might not be a good starting point. We can build it in Contrib, and when it's ready, hopefully we can move it into core, And I think it would be a great first step. Now, will it make for the best possible site builder experience in the world? No. We need to do more, right? But this would be a first great step. And after we've taken this step, we can do many more things. So that's what I would like to propose. What I'm going to do is I'd like to create an initiative team. How do we make this actionable, right? I'd like to formalize an initiative team. So if you're interested in helping with this, We have an issue for this already. You can find the number here on the screen. I'll share my slides today or tomorrow as well. Put your name on the issue queue if you're interested in being part of the initiative team. And then we'll kick off weekly meetings. And I'll probably run them until we have the initiative team formalized. But we're going to kick it off. Keep an eye out for more updates, either on my blog and Drupal.org as well, of course. And yeah, let's see if we can get this going.